Okay, hi everyone. So in this video we will be learning about the crosses that deviate from the Mendelian's inheritance. Okay, previously we have learned about the Mendelian's inheritance, where we have divided them into monohybrid and dihybrid. And for this particular part of chapter number 4, the genetic inheritance, okay, you should be able to explain briefly the types of inheritance that deviated from the Mendelian inheritance. There are 6 of them: the codominant allele, incomplete dominant alleles, multiple alleles, linked genes, sex-linked genes, and also polygenes. Okay, for the types of the inheritance, okay, we can divide them into 2. Okay, whether the inheritance have single characteristic or they will have 2 characteristic. Okay, so the inheritance which have single characteristic, they will follow the Mendelian monohybrid inheritance. But there are some types of the inheritance which are deviated from the Mendelian monohybrid inheritance, namely the codominance, the incomplete dominance, the multiple alleles, polygenic inheritance, and also the sex-linked genes. Okay, and meanwhile for the inheritance, okay, which have 2 characteristics, they will follow the Mendelian dihybrid inheritance. Okay, but the one that are deviated from the Mendelian dihybrid inheritance would be the linked genes. Okay, let's see the first one. For the codominance here, okay, it is the situation in which the phenotypes of both alleles are being exhibited in the heterozygote. Okay, if you still remember, we have learned about the homozygous and heterozygous. Okay, so the condition in which these 2 alleles of a locus are expressed in the heterozygote. Alright, so for example, we can discuss about the existence of the 3 different human blood groups called the MN blood groups. So there are 3 different human blood groups here. We have the blood group M, blood group N, and also blood group MN as the results of the codominance. Alright, okay, so if the individual, they have the genotype of LM, okay, so this genotype, they only have one type of allele, which is the LM only, so it will result in the phenotype of blood group M. Okay, for the second one, if the individual, they have the genotype of LN, okay, so in this genotype they only have one type of allele, which is LN, so this will result in blood group N. But if the individual, they have the genotype of LMLN, okay, so there are 2 types of allele you can find in this particular genotype, which is LM and also LN. Okay, so this will result in blood group MN. So meaning that both of the LM and also LN are being expressed in their phenotype. Okay, in other words, in the heterozygous, okay, they will be expressing both of the LM and LN in their phenotype. Okay, for the second part, or the second type of inheritance which is deviated from the Mendelian, is the incomplete dominance. Okay, so for the incomplete dominance here, it is a condition in which neither member of a pair of contrasting alleles is completely expressed when the other is present. Okay, in other words, heterozygous, they have an intermediate phenotype between that of either homozygous. So the example that we can discuss for this incomplete dominance is the color of the snapdragon flower, or the scientific name is the Antirrhinum species. Okay, so for example, here you can see the parental generation here. Okay, we have 2 different colors of the flower. It's either red or the white. Okay, we have 2 parents here, the red flower and also the white color. Okay, when we cross these 2 particular parent together, okay, the red flower, we cross them with the white flower, right, they result in the first generation, the F1 generation. The F1 here means the filial number 1, or the first generation. They will result in the pink color offspring. Okay, different from the one of their parents. Okay, because the parents are having the red and also the white flower, but when we cross this red and also white parents together, okay, they will result in the pink color offspring, okay, in their F1 generation. Okay, because of the mixture between the red and white color, so they will get the pink color. So that is what it meant by the intermediate phenotype, okay, between that of either of the homozygous. All right. Okay, so the heterozygous for color alleles, they will have pink color in contrast to the red and also the white color. Okay, for the red and also the white color. Okay, so the offspring will have the pink color instead. All right, so the red color is the dominant and also the white color is the recessive homozygous. Okay. Okay, for the F2 phenotypic ratio, for the monohybrid cross will then become 1 to 1 instead of the 3:1 ratio. Alright, so when we have this F1, okay, they are being self-cross, okay, they are being self-cross together, meaning that the pink color of F1, we cross them with another pink color of the F1 generation. For the F2 generation, okay, they will result in the red flower. One of them is red flower, two of them would be the pink flower, and one of them would be the white color. So that is what it meant by the 1 to 1 ratio. Alright, phenotypic ratio. Alright, so this is the phenotypic ratio for the incomplete dominance which are deviated from the Mendelian. Alright, for the Mendelian, they will have the 3 to 1 phenotypic ratio. But for the incomplete dominance here, they will have the 1 to 1 ratio.